This podcast is a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to find out more. 50 years after the final Harry Potter book, Harry Potter is now headmaster of Hogwarts, ready to usher in a brand new generation of witches and wizards. My name's Radio Mike, and I love Harry Potter. In fact, I love Harry Potter so much that when I was a kid, I wrote a series of 7 Harry Potter fan fiction novels. This is book 2 in that series. Welcome to Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament. Everyone, welcome to Harry Potter and the Boys, a fan fiction podcast by me, Radio Mike, Book 2, Harry Potter and the Team Wizard Tournament, and it's the year premiere, not season premiere, year premiere of Harry Potter and the Boys for 2023. Sam Garlepp, Happy New Year.
Happy birthday. And it's not my birthday, but I'll take any birthday wishes any time of the year.
When is your birthday?
You don't know. Are you serious?
Actually, no, it was recent. It's in November, isn't it?
Yeah.
November 15th?
No.
23rd?
Close.
24th?
No.
22nd?
No.
21st?
No.
26th?
Yeah. Oh my God, you knew.
I thought it might be that.
Yours December 13th.
Can I actually? No, it's 12th. Fuck. December 12th. Good try though.
Well, anyway, great to be back on the podcast.
It is.
I
had a very Potter summer.
Did you?
No, not really. I watched Order of the Phoenix last night though.
Oh, that's good.
And I did see Cursed Child again.
So you crammed the night before recording the Harry Potter. You're like, I better do something Harry Potter related. We had a month off.
Pretty much.
But I feel like we've had a month off the podcast. But you and I in the freelance world, I've actually feel like I've been working more than usual. So I haven't had
I was working a lot too. And it is good to be back into the pod world because it really doesn't feel like work with you, Sam.
Oh.
Feels easy.
Oh, thanks.
But I guess first and foremost, couple of things. Firstly,
we're dating now.
No, we're not. Live show coming up on February 4th. Yeah. Tickets are selling.
No one's more surprised than I am, guys. Yeah, but no, I'm kidding.
Me too. So grab a ticket, radiomike.com.au/tickets. It's going to be a good night.
Oh, it's good. I'm so excited now that I've seen the books and tickets have been selling. So if you really I encourage you, if you like this podcast, you want to get involved, this is a way to come and be fully involved in the pod.
It'll be chit chat. It'll be fanfic. There'll be some games. There'll probably be a musical number.
Whoa.
There's going to be a lot to get involved with.
Yeah. And me and Mike have been, I've been working on that show structure. We haven't, but I've been meaning to make it. I told Mike I'd make a Google Doc.
There will be
but we haven't.
A structure to the show.
No,
but we haven't. We talked about it on the phone a few weeks ago.
Yeah. So if there's anything you want in the live show, you write in as well.
Yeah, there's still time.
The sheet is blank at the moment.
The other thing about the live show though is that because we blind read the chapters, so we don't even know if it's going to be a funny chapter.
Oh God,
we have no idea what the content is, so it could be really bad. In which case, still come and watch it. Watch a terrible event that doesn't go.
But that's why we have the other stuff as do some
just in case the chapter's really boring.
Yeah, absolutely.
The other thing I just want to quickly announce is we film every episode of this, Sam. Right? We film every episode.
Yeah,
make it into clips.
I've always wondered why.
2.8 million on some. No, 1.8 million on some clips. 1.6 on some others on TikTok. Whatever.
Yeah.
The Crab and Goyle one on YouTube got over 1 million views.
That's crazy.
Crazy.
I put up a YouTube video and I think I've got 400 views.
It's pretty good. Well, keep trying. But I'm pleased to announce we are launching the Harry Potter and the Boys official Patreon. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. There's 2 tiers, Muggle or Witch or Wizard. So it's a $5 or a $10 tier per month. We'd love for as many of you to sign up, and as a reward, you get full video podcast so you can see everything we're doing. So Sam, pull your pants up, mate.
You know what? Chuck us on the big screen.
Chuck us on the big screen. Watch the podcast because our reactions are our reading and reactions are as funny as listening.
Often they are. Yes, actually, they always are, I'm going to say.
So would love for you guys to get around the Patreon, get around the live show, full videos. That's the only place you'll be able to get them.
Can we call it something like the Patronusion or the Patreon?
Maybe if you subscribe, you're a Patronus.
Yeah.
Patronusion. Yeah, that'd be good.
So we'll workshop the name.
And yeah, so we'd love for you to sign up. If you're already on the Radio Mike Patreon, just let me know. But feel free to get off that and swap if that's what you would rather do. But yeah, would love as much support as possible, even if you can only give $1, jump on. But yeah, $5 tier, $10 tier, it's a lot of fun.
And if you go up to the top tier, you get to go and share a meal with Mike and I.
If you give $100, we'll get dinner with you. Will we? We'll use the $100 to pay for the dinner.
Yeah.
So I guess we end up with nothing. So
I don't know. Okay, we'll talk about that tier. Yeah.
If you subscribe to the $10 tier, free boob signing.
Let's move on.
Okay. And finally, Sam's Comedy Festival show on sale now. Sam, but different.
Yeah.
Where can you get tickets?
Comedyfestival.com.au or...
Yep.
Go to my Instagram or something.
We're
plugging early here, aren't we?
Yeah, we're plugging early. Well, let's get into some Harry Potter stuff.
Yeah.
I had one thing I wanted to mention.
Great.
And people might find this controversial because it's a key moment in the Potter saga that I actually think makes no sense.
Okay. Is it Umbridge and the Giants?
No.
Or the
why?
Centaurs? I don't know. Just thought, what happened to her?
Yeah, I mean, that's a weird one. No, it's actually... Taking you back to Philosopher's Stone movie particularly.
Yes. I'm familiar.
In the first Harry Potter movie, you know how they play the game of chess?
Yeah.
And Ron is on the knight. He's the knight. Hermione and Harry are other pieces that are actually empty, so those pieces need to be filled.
Yeah.
Have you noticed that Ron... There's this big hubbub
Ron Weasley. Yeah.
There's this big hubbub made.
I'm familiar.
There's this big hubbub made in the movie about Ron sacrificing himself so Harry can checkmate the
Lot
king.
of hubbub.
Oh
my God.
Right?
Have you seen more hubbub about anything in that movie?
There's actually a lot of memes around it, like, he's going to sacrifice himself.
Himself.
No, Ron, you can't. Like that scene,
Yeah,
right?
I love that. Iconic.
Okay, just want to put it out there. Ron could have just gotten off the knight.
Right.
He did not have to stay on the knight and take the hit from the king.
It is definitely like it goes against your fight or flight response because he just goes, all right, I guess we're going to take this hit. Whereas even at the last minute, he could have jumped off.
Exactly. Well, he could have just been like, oh, okay, hey guys, this is great. We've got checkmate on the king. I'm going to get off the knight and just tell it what to do. And then I'll be fine. The knight will go, no one has to sacrifice themselves.
Yeah, because were there any verbal or written rules there like, and don't you get off that piece?
No, and Ron didn't even have to be on the knight at all from the start. He could have just sat on the sidelines and directed everyone.
Oh, it felt like I was gonna say I feel like you had to get on there, but I guess no one said that.
No one said that. There were only 2 missing spots, and Harry and Hermione filled them. So why did Ron then go, okay, I'll just be a knight?
Because he loves chess. He's a fan
but
of the
when it comes to someone
found the sport.
He's found his sport.
Better at chess than Quidditch.
Definitely, yeah. But I just thought it was a huge loophole.
Yeah, it is, and just jump up. Like if you see a sword coming towards you,
run away.
You run away.
Like
he could have died.
You could have died, Ron. And then he acts like it's this big sacrifice. Like, do you want to stop Snape from stealing that stone or not? And it's like, well, sorry, Ron. Get off the knight. That way we still win, and you don't have to get hurt.
Yes, and I mean the other part. I'm just derailing this now. But the other part is from the movie how really Ron doesn't sacrifice himself. There's about a 30-year-old man in a weird mask.
You're right. It is very clear that it's a stunt double.
If you pause it at the right time, it changes from being a 9-year-old boy to a 30-year-old man in a really weird mask or makeup or something like that. So encourage you to go back and do that.
That's movie version over. It doesn't actually say in the book, and then Ron's body swapped out for a stunt double.
Well, I know this. Speaking of people looking different, this is what brings me to something that I had, like with the whole Secrets of Dumbledore saga, or the Jude Law playing Dumbledore. In Fantastic Beasts.
Yep.
There's a point I think, and I think this has been a meme online, where they go as far as Jude Law, and then 13. I think the timeline is like 13 years later in like a flashback in a Harry Potter movie. 13-year difference. One point is Jude Law, and the other one is Michael Gambon or whatever.
Yeah.
How does he age from Jude Law, this young handsome man?
Yeah, 40-year-old probably.
Yeah, into this literal 80-year-old in 13 years.
It's the flashback in Half-Blood Prince where he goes to the orphanage to meet Tom Riddle.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's a meme online where it's like, it was a hard 13 years for Dumbledore.
And not only that, then this one that I've seen is like,
I love this.
Is I got a side by side of Jude Law as Dumbledore in his clothes, and is
that's actually Richard Harris's Dumbledore there.
Sweet.
Yeah.
So that
the original Dumbledore who died.
The meme is I'm mostly interested to know at what point Albus Dumbledore decided smart grey 3-piece suits were out and embellished jewel-coloured robes with a matching hat were in, because he completely changed his fashion. From something that looks good now, in like this Jude
he's
Law,
wearing like a cardigan and a tie and like pants as Jude Law.
Yes, and then suddenly he's wearing these overgrown, oversized ruby red robes.
In the first Harry Potter movie, yeah. Changed a lot. Grew a very long beard in those years. I
must have like gone to a fest. Maybe Woodstock was in between there. Like
why do you think Dumbledore grew such a long beard? Like he clearly didn't have it in his
secrets.
Youth. Yeah, full of secrets. Like when he's in
Regina George in Mean Girls.
All right, should we get on to the double F?
Yeah, let's do it. This has been so long since I'm so glad. I'm
so excited, and we left off on such a big note.
I wouldn't know because I cannot remember. But
now
it's been hard, because I'm one of the people, the listeners, if you've had this, but a lot of podcasts are on break at the moment, and it's been hard to listen to things constantly because everyone is taking some stupid little break over Christmas.
I just wanted to say as well, by the way, there was no chapter 34. No chapter 34, which I didn't realize. So it went from chapter 33 to chapter 35.
Oh my God.
Once there was 2 chapter 21s in a row. So, just no editing in this book. Just in case anyone thought they missed an episode, that you didn't. There was just no chapter 34 in this book.
We love attention to detail.
Now, we did leave off last chapter, of course, one of the biggest chapters of the book in which Harry Potter gave a notorious blowy to Nearly Dickless Ned.
Sorry, I got so much, I don't want to say hate.
Oh.
No, I got a lot of love, but then I think this went... someone who's a fan of the show, who's a friend of mine, sent it to a group chat of other friends who don't listen that much to the show, and they were very troubled by...
Which friend was it? Give me initials.
Will.
Oh, yeah. We know Will. He's coming to the live show. I saw his name pop up.
Yep. So, anyway. And then the other friends were like, what the actual... fuck have I just listened to? Because it was about the cum shower. And
were they annoyed about it, or were they?
They were just like, oh, here's probably a little fun little quip from Sam, and no, just something, just
a big episode.
I don't know if
that's where we pick up. With chapter 36, Sam.
Let's do it.
Let's do the first chapter of the year for Harry Potter and the Teen Wizard Tournament.
I'm confused. I don't know how to start.
Oh, well, as always, Sam,
yes.
We start by reading the title of the chapter, which is, Sam, take it away now.
Chapter 36, Unlocking the Chamber.
Ooh, one of the more normal chapter titles.
And yeah, it is.
Because for those who don't remember, some of the boys are being held hostage in the Chamber of Secrets, and the boys are trying to unlock the Chamber of Secrets, but the Clownish Kim Jiri, the main villain, has put a curse on the door to the chamber that can only be opened if Nearly Dickless Ned gets a blowjob from someone and comes, which did happen.
And I doubt anyone needed that explanation, because we all remembered exactly those details.
Well, let's take it away. Unlocking the chamber. This is hopefully a great chapter.
Here we go. After Harry had reclaimed the title of Head of Giving Head, a sudden investigation was launched into the whereabouts of Seamus Finnegan, who was the previous Head of Giving Head, where he had disappeared to.
Interesting, because this is the first sign of any accountability for the various murders that have taken place in Hogwarts in this book series. Did you ever watch this show growing up, Misfits, the superhero British show?
No.
Do you know of it?
It rings a bell. I've heard of everything.
Great show.
I've heard.
And in that show, there's like 5 juvenile offenders doing community
Glad you
service.
said that.
They get, what did you think I was going to say? They get superpowers and they accidentally kill like the probation worker who is like in charge of them. Oh. And then another one comes along and they accidentally kill them. Oh. And there's never any like police investigation as to what's happening to all these disappearing probation workers. It's kind of like this book.
And like, are those probation workers like muggles or not? I know that you don't use muggles in that.
As in non-superheroes. Yeah. Well, no, then like they accidentally get superpowers through a lightning storm. Anyway, just reminds me a lot of this. Send a jumpsuit emoji if you've seen the show.
Is there a jumpsuit emoji?
Possibly. Okay. Send the closest representation.
Okay. The Ministry of Magic did interviews with several of the staff and students, and Harry was killing off any students who suggested he might have been involved in the disappearance. But that wouldn't be suspicious either.
Coming out of like an interview with the ministry, Harry's like,
"Would you?
Did you say anything about? Oh, I said you might know something. Okay, hey, come with me.
Okay, come over here.
Vada Kedavra. Ah, shit.
Oh, whoops. There's a whole pile of them. Oh, that's weird. Okay. Why isn't? Oh, here we go. Harry simply explained that the last time he had seen Seamus Finnegan was in the staff room, where Seamus had explained to Harry that his middle name was Terence.
Seamus Terence Finnegan.
I swear he came into the staff room and said, "My middle name is Terence," in that devilish Irish accent of his, and then he left. He turned and slutted his way off.
That's sorry.
I was just going to say, then the investigator nodded.
That, I believe, is a reference to Summer Heights High, which there are many of, in which Mr. G writes the musical Annabelle Dixon, the musical, and it's about a girl at the school who...
It's about a naughty girl with a bad habit, habit for drugs.
She died of a drug overdose, and then he's like directing the students as like, remember Annabelle, be careful, and then he goes, and then she turns, she sluts her way off.
So it's a complete rip.
It's a complete rip. She turns, she sluts her way off.
Okay. I didn't see him again after that, said Harry, knowing that was a complete lie. Meanwhile...
But also, Harry didn't kill Seamus.
I know.
Mr. Charger did.
He could just say that. Anyway.
And didn't Mr. Charger go... Didn't Harry go, "I didn't kill him"? And then Mr. Charger was like, "I know that, but they don't." that was a chaotic chapter.
Oh. Quick, they're going to think it's you. Quick, there's no time to explain. Meanwhile, our heroes made their way back to the Girls Lavatory. It was an unlikely group of heroes. Now down one man, Harry, who had left the investigation. And to do a 4-part series on Channel 10 called Harry Potter, the boy who was the head of giving head, where they did a full recreation of Nearly Dickless Ned's head giving, even though the director was like, "We probably won't need that." But Harry was like, "Nah, let's just do it in case."
We might need it. No, we've got enough coverage. We don't need it. Yeah, let's just do it.
We just don't need to. We probably can't even show that. You know, this is 7:30 time slot. Nah, we should probably...
Also, it's channel...
It was pretty good. It was like this.
It's Channel 10, which is an Australian channel that is now like notoriously... Oh, sorry, the cheap seats is on Channel 10.
Thank you very much.
Don't they also like Channel 10 like has no money and the shows aren't rating well? And
yeah. Except for the one I work on.
Cheap seats rates actually quite well.
Yeah, it does actually. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Probably due to the writing.
Definitely.
And you can see some of the writers live at Harry Potter and the Boys live show. Mm-hmm. One of the writers.
Probably just one of them. Mike doesn't work there.
Yeah, thanks for the reminder.
So, well, it's not like you've applied for a job there or anything. Michael Carmichael, Rob Robson, Luke Lucas, Sam and Tom Sam Thompson, Harold Biscuits, maybe? I can't remember if he was there. That's in brackets from the...
So now the narrator is leaving it up to the reader to be like, I don't know. If you want him there, picture him. If not, don't.
Yeah. I've decided to list everyone, but I can't remember which ones they were, so I'll just... whatever. Gemini Jones, Derek Derrickson, and Dimmy Dimatina and the choir master walked into the girls' lavatory and noticed that the chamber had, indeed, opened.
So it
Wow.
worked. It worked.
Wow.
Love this.
It won't stay open for long, said the choir master. How does he know? It's now or never. Get off your Game Boy, Luke.
So Luke's just playing Game Boy, which at this point is like 100-year-old console.
Oh, yeah, that's right. That'd be worth a lot.
For those who don't know, Game Boy was kind of like a Nintendo DS, but like the very primitive form of that.
People, I guess, yeah, do people not know?
I reckon there's lots of people who would have never seen a Game Boy.
Wow.
Did you have a Game Boy Color or...
Such a privileged question to ask, Mike.
Is it?
You were asking me which Game Boy I had.
Did you have a Game Boy Color?
No, I didn't have. You were going to say, did you have a Game Boy Color or a
You
Game Boy?
didn't have a
something?
Game Boy?
I didn't have a Game Boy.
Ever?
I wasn't allowed.
Oh, damn.
I know.
So many good memories playing Game Boy, and like you would play in the car home from somewhere and you couldn't see the screen because it had no backlight, and you'd play Pokemon and you'd play like Tetris. I loved Game Boy.
Yeah.
I still have my Game Boy somewhere.
Do
you want it?
Kind of. Yeah.
Hey,
so
can I?
So talking about the Game Boy.
So get off your Game Boy, Luke.
But I'm in a battle. I can't save, said Luke.
Okay, that's classic. You didn't ever had a Game Boy.
No, but
so
I've now played Pokemon, the Game Boy version, on computer.
Yeah, so for those who don't know as well, and I remember this distinctly from being a kid, because on Sunday mornings we used to have to go to church. Mum and Dad would take us to church, and we'd be playing our Game Boys up until the last minute.
Red
right?
flag.
But we'd be playing our Game Boys and we'd been playing Pokemon. And for those who haven't played Pokemon, if you're in a battle, like in a gym leader battle or something, you can't save the game, right?
Yeah.
So you can't quit the game or you will literally lose all the battle progress.
Yeah.
So Mum and Dad would be like, get off your Game Boys. And we're like, we're in a battle. We can't save. And then we'd just have to turn it off and lose all the progress. You couldn't save. Now games auto-save. Be thankful for that,
imagine
kids.
that.
We couldn't save. We had to fucking go to church knowing, now I'm going to have to beat Elite Four Bruno again, the fighting type Elite Four member. We all know him.
But also, I'm imagining you in like the back of the car, like like masses about to start. And you're like, no, Jesus would understand.
Jesus knows we can't save.
I one time deleted my cousin's Pokemon game on accident
Really?
because I didn't know
How?
on a Game Boy.
You saved over it.
No, but on this one it was like you either play the current Pokemon game.
You start a new game.
I was like, oh well, obviously you do new game because I'm not him. I don't want to play his game. And as soon as you press new game, the other one's gone.
It erases all his old Pokemon. Yeah. Those Pokemon are now in oblivion. How do you feel about that?
Well, I still feel bad about it, obviously. But also, explain that to me first, then. You know?
Yeah. All right. So he's in a battle.
Sorry. The choir master grabbed the Game Boy and threw it across the room. There are more important things at the moment, Luke. Get your head in the game. This is serious business. We're on a mission. One great rock show can change the world. It's obviously from School of Rock.
I'm pretty sure that's exactly what Jack Black says to Freddie Jones in School of Rock.
This is serious business. We're on a mission.
One great rock show can change the world.
world.
Now, this is serious business here, man. We've got a mission. Putting on a great show is the most important thing you can do. One great rock show can change the world. Do you understand me?
What I really like about that quote in School of Rock is like Jack Black says it to Freddie Jones sort of at the start of the movie when he's goofing off and not paying attention. Then at the end of the movie, the kids go to Jack Black's apartment and Freddie goes to him, quit goofing off. We're on a mission. One great rock show can change the world. He says it back to him.
Yeah.
Come on, man. Quit goofing around. This is serious business. We're on a mission. One great rock show can change the world.
Right.
Beautiful moment.
And then Ned Schneebly, the real one, goes on to write White Lotus.
I was going to say, Mike White, also crazy that movie was written by Mike White, stars Jack Black, and Mike White, who wrote School of Rock and the Emoji Movie, one of the world's worst movies, critically panned movies, goes on to write White Lotus. Insane.
Crazy.
Insane in the membrane.
Schneebly.
Actually, it's Schneebly.
Schneebly.
Okay, so the choir master says a quote from School of Rock.
The boys looked down the tap that opened up into the Chamber of Secrets. Actually, Why do you think Salazar Slytherin put the Chamber of Secrets in the Girls' Lavatory? Asked Tom.
Good question.
Good question.
Wasn't it because of the pipes? The plumbing?
Oh, yeah, that's the excuse he uses. Oh, yeah, I was just in here. The pipes are here. Oh. No pipes in other bathrooms. What a fucking creep.
Yeah. You're just listening to all the girls pee.
Yeah.
Gross.
I think it's because snakes kind of remind you of penises a bit. And girls have vaginas. Thanks for that. And girls have vaginas. So having a big basilisk in a chamber is kind of like a big penis going into a big vagina. And he probably thought that was funny. And the bathroom was the best way to represent vagina, said Michael. And written by Michael.
That's actually a good...
no, it's not.
Good analogy. Like Snape's like, to Godric Gryffindor, I've got this great idea. You know, I've got this big snake. I need to put it somewhere in the school. Snakes are like a penis. Obviously. Pipes are like a vagina.
Talk to me.
Bam.
Yeah.
Snake vagina.
And Godric's like, okay. Yeah, Godric's like, okay, I hate you for this, but it's pretty good.
To the girls' lavatory.
And we put it in the girls' lavatory. Even better.
Because girls have vaginas.
That's right. But then why don't we use... I mean, if we're talking penis and vagina, I mean, you could just put it in the boys' lavatory as well.
Yeah, but vaginas.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah,
You're
right.
on, Salazar.
I'll say we'll get the architects designing it.
We've got something else. We've got something else in the boys' lavatory.
Harry Potter and the Boys will be right back. Excuse this interruption, teachers and students. Just a reminder that Derek is a disgrace to all wizards, and another reminder to check out 20th Century Boy, my other podcast. It's back this week as well for season 5. That's right, I've been doing that podcast for 5 years now, and this is the perfect place for you to start and get into it. Make 20th Century Boy your new favorite podcast in 2023. Aside from this one, of course. It's the conversations you wish you were having about the stuff that nobody else cares about. You can listen to it right now, wherever you're listening to this. Well, not right now. Finish this and then listen to that. And of course, patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys if you want video versions of this pod to see what me and Sam get up to on the camera. And as well as that, you can also grab live tickets to the show. I know I've already said it, but radiomike.com.au/tickets. I would love to see you there. Okay, let's get back to this shit show of a podcast.
Okay. So, yep. Okay. A snake is like a penis and a pipe is like a vagina. And that is fact.
Send a snake emoji if you agree.
Or, yeah, up to you. The heroes all nodded in agreement. And then Derek said, we didn't have to do any... Oh, fuck you. Derek said, we didn't have to do any of this because the expelled common room is in the Chamber of Secrets and we could have gotten everybody in, but no one listened to me in the previous chapter.
Oh, no. Which is true.
Wait, what? Everybody said. Okay, here we go. So you mean the whole fucking chapter that graphically described Harry Potter sucking off a dead guy who, through the power of magic, grew a non-ghost penis and cum spectacularly across Hogwarts in what seemed like a fever dream of a chapter with an orchestra playing Chariots of Fire playing and the puddle of cum is still there? That was a complete waste of time and didn't need to happen at all, said Tom. Why didn't you tell us? Said the choir master. You fucking idiots, said Gemini. That's all full caps.
All caps, yeah.
I tried to, but you see in the chapter if you read it, but I kept cutting. Oh, fuck. I tried to. You can see in the chapter if you read it, but I kept getting cut off, said Derek. That's true. But it's funny, go back and read the transcript. This is a Dimmy line.
Ah, I do all of Dimmy's lines.
I don't like Dimmy as a character or the voice.
You withdrew from Dimmy. All right.
Yeah.
Also,
Said Dimmy.
I don't want to pile on with Derek, but there was an earlier chapter which featured me and Derek chilling in our common room, and it was explicitly stated that our common room was the Chamber of Secrets, so the readers should have known the whole time, and if you guys had actually read the fucking book, you would have known.
That's so true. Okay, sorry we don't have time to read the fucking book when someone's trying to fucking murder us, said Michael. All caps.
All caps.
And all caps again
There's
this
a lot
one.
of anger.
Yeah, we fucking live this fucking book. We live the book every day. Our life is the book. How the fuck are we meant to read the fucking book when we're fucking living it, said Luke. You know what that reminds me of? And I know because I know you watch it. Is How I Met Your Mother when Marshall when
Star Wars.
Yeah, when Ted is dating someone who hasn't seen Star Wars, and Marshall is like, you know, the only people who haven't seen Star Wars, Ted, are the people in Star Wars because they lived the Star Wars.
They live them, Ted.
They lived.
She's never seen Star Wars. Ted, the only people in the universe who haven't seen Star Wars are the characters in Star Wars, and that's because they lived them, Ted. That's because they lived the Star Wars.
Great moment.
I didn't quite nail the quote, but you know, you get the sentiment.
I liked it.
Boys, the choir master interrupted. There's no need to fight. Can't you see that you love each other? Said the choir master. He forced Derek and Dimmy to kiss on the lips. Just pushing their heads. See? Love.
And also, they weren't the ones fighting. I also think that's another Kramer from Seinfeld reference because, like, Jerry and Elaine are having, like, some petty argument and Kramer's like, can't you two see you love each other?
Are you calling me a liar?
I'm calling you one if you are one. Are you a liar?
Are you?
Get your finger out of my face.
You get yours out. I was here first.
Hey! What's the matter with you? Don't you two see that you're in love with each other? I mean, why can't you face that already? You're running around out there looking for something that's not even there when everything that you dream of is right here in front of you. Now, why can't you admit?
That is so funny. And wrong.
Very wrong, yeah.
Because they're children, not, you know. Okay. Now, we may as well go down this way and find out what challenges are awaiting us, said the choir master. It's important for us to know what Mr. Charger has set up for us. What we're up against. Okay, yep.
So I think he's saying, well, we could just go in to the common room through whichever way Derek and Dimmy get in. But we might as well now that we're here.
Because I guess it'd be like just, you know, if it was like the first movie, it'd be like just bypassing all those traps and just going
exactly, yeah.
Be a lot shorter. Everybody agreed. They all jumped into the chamber and fell to the ground where Harry, Ron, and Professor Lockhart fall in the original Chamber of Secrets book.
Really setting the scene.
And do I remember, is that on like a pile of bones or something?
Yeah, it is.
I wonder whose bones they are.
I think it's like bones.
Amelia bones. Maybe. From the book. Is that her name?
Yeah, but
Yeah,
I think it's food for the basilisk, like fish and stuff.
Oh, yeah. But then who feeds it?
Don't know. It's a good question. How's it surviving down there?
Maybe it brings stuff from, who knows? Someone will know.
Amy, let us know.
The big door to the chamber that Harry opened with Parseltongue was there, but it was no longer activated with Parseltongue. But something else strange was there.
Oh, okay.
Fascinating. How does it open?
Please don't tell me there's another
Ask the choir.
ghost blowy.
Oh, God. Everyone stood in awe because the answer was right there, right in front of the door.
Oh.
Wait, does everybody know except me? Said the choir master. The boys didn't even need a second to think about it. Choir master, who taught you that song? Said Michael.
What song?
Which song? Said the choir master. The song you've been singing all year, said Rob. Remind me? Said the choir master.
And for those who are just joining us in this episode,
you can't be just joining us. But anyway.
The choir master for the entire book has been singing the song "Ring, Ring, Ring" with the trolley.
Yes. Well, I'm sure we're about to cover that. So, and we've also had to sing it about fucking 40 times.
Yeah.
That annoying song about the trolley and the bell, said Luke. Oh, of course. The ring, ring, ring with the trolley, clang, clang, clang with the bell. That song. Yes, that song, the boys all shouted.
This reminds me of the Emperor's New Groove, where
I rewatched that.
They're trying to poison Cusco, the main character, right? And Yzma, the bad guy, goes to her assistant Kronk, hilarious character, and she's like, "Kronk, they're staging a dinner." So it's like, "Kronk, is everything ready for tonight?" And it's like, "Oh yeah, we're starting the night out with some spinach puffs, and then we've got some wine." And then he's talking the whole courses, and then it's like, "No, not the dinner, And then Kronk's like, "Oh right, the poison for Cusco, the poison chosen specially to kill Cusco's poison." that poison? And then she's like, yes, that poison. Great moment.
Is everything ready for tonight?
Oh, yeah, I thought we'd start off with soup and a light salad, and then see how we feel after that.
Not the dinner. You know.
Oh, right, the poison for Cusco. The poison chosen specially to kill Cusco. Cusco's poison. That poison?
Yes, that poison.
Got you covered.
And he's voiced by that guy.
Patrick Warburton.
Yeah.
Joe Swanson from Family Guy. He also played.
Wow.
He played Lemony Snicket in the series of unfortunate events. He was in Seinfeld. Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
He was Elaine's boyfriend.
He was Elaine's boyfriend for
There you go.
Wow. Yes, love that guy.
Okay, so
Wait, so is he in this? No.
So are you telling me the Ring 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 song is gonna have prominence?
Yeah.
God.
Why, Mr. Charger taught me it. It was one of the very first songs he taught me. And if you couldn't tell, it's one of my favorites, said the choir master. Okay, pause. Do you know any other fucking songs? Just asking, said Sam. Because for a choir, you've basically only sung that song all year. It's getting annoying. If you're with me, say hell yeah. The boys all said hell yeah. Oh no, they said, sorry. The boys all said hell yeah in a non-enthusiastic tone. And Rob did a salute to the sun yoga pose. What the actual fuck is
Which
that?
is like, isn't it like the yoga? One of the yoga poses is salute to the sun.
Well, the Patreon, they're going to be loving that vision.
This is it, guys.
I'm
doing it now.
I don't think it is.
It is.
Okay.
It is salute to the sun. Yeah.
I guess you did write this. Oh, dearie me, said the choir master as he realised exactly what was going on. Because in front of the door to the Chamber of Secrets were two simple, everyday objects.
Oh, no.
A trolley and a bell. Why is this part of the book?
Is this the big twist?
Oh my God, that's the end of the chapter! That's the end of the chapter. A trolley and a bell.
I mean, you know, we talk in this book about how every single thing comes back into plot relevance.
Yeah, but which is it's impressive that has come back. But like, just not to spoil the next chapter, but I feel like the code is not going to be that complicated. It's going to be like clang, clang, clang the trolley and ring, ring, ring the bell, and that'll be the whole code.
Should we do the title of the next chapter?
Let's do the title of the next chapter.
Are we going to say it or are we just going to respond to it?
Oh.
Let's respond to it and then I'll say it in the post. So we're seeing it now.
Yeah.
Ooh.
I just think...
I think Sam might be exactly right.
Well, I think anyone with half a brain, less than half a brain, would...
Does that mean that Mr. Jarger has just taught the Jim Wilkins choir the password to the chamber, in case he forgets?
Yeah, why did he do that?
To know.
Off mic. I don't know. Why would the choir need to know? Oh, because what? Oh gosh.
Amazing. Well,
yeah. Look,
it's great to be back.
it is great to be back. I guess we were just easing our way back in.
And there's only 1 week until the live show after this. One more episode, then it'll be the live show episode. So, wow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So let's. I feel like we are building.
Yeah, we're really, really building. Awesome to be back, man.
Yeah. So good. And we're doing. I don't know if the Harry Potter and the boys. If you guys have been following along, we're doing a few sketches with Jack.
Yep.
Post, and we're off to do one today.
We're off to do one now, so we're going to go do that.
And random chat, and this is really chit chat, but
yeah,
because we're going to be
of chats.
because another comedian called Josh Garlepp,
Yes.
he's going to be in it from WA, who I've never met, but we are obviously somehow related. We have the same last name.
That doesn't mean you're necessarily related.
We
though.
are.
Are you?
Yeah, there's every Garlepp is related to me. There's not a whole lot.
Well, I know there's a few other liberales in Melbourne, and I think they're my dad's cousin's kids.
Yeah.
I've never met them, but I know people. Oh, the camera's just died. That's a great way to launch the first video episode. So the camera's just died. It'll just be black if you're watching the video on Patreon. But if either of the if any liberales listen to this show, would love to see you at the live show.
You know what? Actually, for the Patreon listeners, let's not say the camera ran out. What we're going to say is the lights actually went out in this room.
Yeah.
So this is actually part of it.
This is part of it. Patreon.com/Harry Potter and the Boys. Would love to see a few people signing up. Full video of this episode up now. HPATB Pod, Radio Mike Pod at Gmail. Sorry, HPATB Pod on Instagram and TikTok for clips. Also clips going up on the Radio Mike YouTube channel. Sam at Sam Garlepp on Insta. See his live show. And get tickets, radiomike.com.au/tickets. Come to the Harry Potter and the Boys live show, Feb 4th. The Cooper's in Melbourne, 7 p.m. We are so keen.
Lumos. It's not working.
It's not working.
Nox.
Well, we might as well just go.
All right.
Goodbye, Amores. Good to be back.
Yeah.
Cool.
Great.
You've bloody heard the show. Now come and see it live. Your only chance to see the show live for now. Get tickets at radiomike.com.au/tickets. Come on, come one, come all. Everyone get around it. Live show for Harry Potter and the Boys Season 2 at Cooper's Inn on the 4th of February at 7 p.m. Get around it. Come one, come all. Tickets available. radiomike.com.au/tickets. Tickets going fast. These tickets will sell. Get yourself a ticket. That was just a creative ad that I thought I'd do. Hope you guys enjoyed it. This podcast was a Radio Mike original production. Head to radiomike.com.au to check out all our other content, stay up to date at radio.mike on Instagram, and get in touch, radiomikepod@gmail.com.